So first unit is your descriptive statistics, and first topic is your classification of data. So classification is the process of arranging a data in some order. That order may be the sequence, it may be group according to their common characteristics. We separate the data as per as their some characteristics. It may be and the process of arranging data into a homogeneous group classes according to some common characteristic present in the data is called the classifications. For example, we have the students. So for the student, we can divide in a category that male, female, as per their age, their states, their religions, their height, their weight. So we can divide our number of students in these kind of the following criteria. And similarly, if you the shorting of letter in post office, they can short according to which city it's going. So in every data there is some classification process we follow. So basically classification is of four important classification type. One is your quantitative. Quantitative means your according to the quality. It may be religions, intelligence, maybe anything, right? And second category is your quantitative. Quantity means your weight, maybe your age, maybe your income, your height. So anything related to quantity. So we divide the data in category according to quantity in this category. So geographic. Geographic means as per as their location, which state, city, country they are belonging. We divide the data in this form also. And chronological space. So in chronological, we divide the data as per as they are occurring. That means your year you born, or you may say month, you may week, you may day. If on 1st July this one happened, this number of cases in COVID in India, 2nd July this number of cases, similarly, right? So in the four bases we can divide the data normally. This is called the classification. Type of classification. We have one-way classification. One-way classification means we just use only one category to classify the data. Only one characteristics we can study. If only one characteristic we discuss, right? So for example, the population of world may be classified by the religion, maybe Hindu, Muslim, Christian, and anything else, right? Two-way classification, if we observe two characteristics, then it is called the two-way. Maybe for world population we study, we discuss the religions using two characteristics, then it is the two-way classification. Similarly, we have multi-way classification. Multi-way means more than two characteristics if we use, then the category is called the multi-way classification. The population of the world and literacy, either it is literate or not, right? Few more terminology we use in case of the data are your variable. To represent data, we define some variable, and these are normally two kind. One is your continuous kind of the variable, another is your discrete variables. Discrete variables means like male or female. Or in number system, we say that age is your 20, 21, 18. So these are the discrete. Means we are talking about 20 and 19. We are not talking about the any number between 20 and 19. So these are the called discrete category. But once we say the age is from your 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 30. So these are the continuous. When we say 10 to 20, So it means all smaller number are included in this. So this is called the continuous variables. So we can convert your data, random data, or you say unorganized data, in a frequency distribution. The first example, the set or series of individual observation, unorganized or organized. For example, if we have the 20 student got some marks in a test of 25 out of, we have the unorganized data. One is got 21, 23, 19, 17, these random numbers. Then organize means we may rewrite this in an increasing order or decreasing order. So it is 12, 15, 15, 17, 17. So this is a some order we can follow. It may be a increasing one, it may be a decreasing one, right? Second is your frequency distribution of ungrouped data. So these are the ungrouped data. Ungroup means discrete kind, like 12, 15, 17. No grouping is there. Grouping means we say 10 to 15, 15 to 20, then we make the group of these numbers. So here this is the ungrouped data. So we may make the frequency distribution for the ungrouped data. We say 12. So we have only one entry for the 12. So we write a frequency of this is your 1. Similarly, 15 we have the 2 entry. 2. Similarly, 17 we have 3 entries. 19 we have the 5 entries. 21 we have the 3 entries. Similarly, 23 we have the 4 entries, and 25 we have the 2 entries. So this complete table is called the frequency table. Hope you remember this. These are the telemarketing. Telemarks you just may consider for the 19 first. For the 90 we have the 1, 19, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So in telemarking we just draw one straight line for each mark, and when it become the 5 we just 4 and 1 cross line. This is called the 5. Or if we have the again 6, then we write here 1 more 6, then 1 more for 7, right? So this is called the frequency distribution of the ungrouped data. So same question, we can convert this into a group data. Group data means we can convert the same data into some groups. Like your marks are from 0 to 25. So we may convert that data into a group, and group means the some class interval is there. Like we can took the marks from 0 to 10, then 10 to 20, then 20 to 30. So we make the group of this. So we can check here from this random data. 0 to 10 we have no entry, so we write here 0, and 10 to 20 we have these entry we already calculated, so we may I think that add these entries. So this is 5, 3, 2, 1, 11 entries we have, right? And so we write here 11 in number, or if you have unorganized data you can count manually please. So it is 19, or you may use the telemarking here also. And from the 20 to 30, so we have 3 number. We already count frequency table, so I am just using that, but you count you use only one of them, maybe ungroup or maybe group. So I am just taking the advantage we have this also. So it is your 3, 4, 2, that is 9. So I'm just write here 9. So this is called the group frequency distribution, and upper one is your ungrouped frequency distribution, right? So one important thing. When you say 10 to 20, so we not count the 20 in this interval. We count the 20 in your next interval. Keeping in mind this, please, right? And here, when you say you are 10 to 20, this 10 to 20 is called one class. So this is called one class, and this is called the lower limit. This is called the upper limit. So here lower limit is 10 and upper limit is your 20. Now we consider these class into two different category. One is your exclusive form, another is your inclusive form. So for the exclusive form, like here, if we have this data from 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 we consider. So already say we include 10 in this interval, but we not include your 20. That means 10 to 20 means equal to or more than 10 but less than 20. Ten to 20 we exclude 20. Similarly 20 to 30 we exclude 30. So that's why we are excluding something. Upper point, upper limit, we are not including, excluding from the data, from the intervals. So that's why this particular category is called exclusive form. Hope so it's okay. So now we have another set of data. This is similar to that, but data is different. So if we go for the inclusive class, what is inclusive class? So if you see here, I am taking interval here 0 to 10 and 10 to 20 and 21 to 30. So we can count from 0 to 10 first. Here we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 6 entries from 0 to 10. But in this particular case, because this is the inclusive class, we include 10. So inclusive class means we include the lower limit also, upper limit also. We include both the endpoints. But in your exclusive class, we not include upper limit. We exclude the upper limit. So again, we can count from 11 to 20. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, right? So we write here 9. Now from 21 to 30, it is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? So, and when you add these are the same as the total number of data, that is 20 in our case, right? So we write down the data in the probability function, and probability function or probability group also. And in group we have the two category. One is exclusive class, another is inclusive class. So the above we have already discussed, in which we exclude the upper limit from the interval is called exclusive, because we exclude some. If we include both the side, that is called inclusive class. Another point here, if you see, we not consider anything between 10 to 11. We not consider here anything between 10 to 11. Similarly 20 to 21. So if we have any entry lies between this, those entry we may miss, right? that's why normally when you work, you can with exclusive class. Even if your data is your inclusive category, we can convert your inclusive category into exclusive. Now question arises how we can convert. So in that case, we can take this upper limit is 10, lower limit is 11 here. So difference between these 10 and 11 is 1 unit. So we divide this into by 2 equal parts. That is your 0.5. That is your 0.5. So we add this 0.5 in all upper limit and we subtract this 0.5 in all lower limit, right? So we add 0.5 in all upper limit and we subtract 0.5 in all lower limit. If we do so, the data is converted into a exclusive class. Like we may take the another example. Also you understand the same. You just needed to lower point is starting from 0. No need to write here minus 0.5. Here you may write here 10.5. Here you may write again subtract 0.5. So it is again 10.5. Then 20.5. Similarly 20.5. If last is fixed, then you can keep with 30 only, no problem, or else you may write here 30.5, doesn't matter, right? So at lowest point of the complete set and upper point of the complete set, if you keep with the same, it is doesn't affect the complete data because that is the maximum point. Or you may write 0.5, then it also doesn't make any difference. So kindly see this another example. We have the data from 0 to 4, 5 to 9, 10 to 14. So if you see here also gap between 4 and 5, 9 and 10, 14 and 15. So it is an inclusive class. Similarly, another example. So here 0 to 4.95, 9.9, 10. So here again here we have the gap between your 5 and 4.9. So it is also inclusive class, right? So we may convert this into a exclusive class. So if in this first part, if we check the difference here, so difference is again 1. So we divide this by 2. So we add 0.5 in your upper limit. We subtract 0.5 in your lower limits. All upper and lower limit, you get this one. Now if you see, this no gap is between your this lower upper limit of first class and lower limit of second class. So to no gap here, so we may call this as your exclusive clause, and this is without the gap. So this is convert the exclusive category, right? So one idea I am giving you, 5 minus 4 divided by 2, right? Another, it's say lower limit can be calculated by the class length. This is length of this is your 9 minus 4. Size is your 4. Divide this by 2. So it is 2. And calculate the midpoint of this. So midpoint of this, if you can calculate, it is your 9 plus 5, 14. Just a minute. So we go with the same idea. This can I discuss later on. The formula is given here. We may check. So lower limit we can rewrite here. Midpoint of this is your 14, no? So it is add 14 and 7. Midpoint is midpoint of this 5 9 is your 7. So it's say for the lower limit you use your this midpoint, that is 7 minus this 2, that is 5, and plus this, it is 9. When midpoint is given, we can follow this one. But if this interval is given, we can choose your this lower upper limit of this, lower limit of this. We just take the difference between them and divided this by 2. So a few terminology we can use here. Class limit. Class limit means you can choose any particular class. Like I am choosing, suppose this one. So this is class limit, right? A particular class I am choosing. The class is make of the two limits. One is your lower limit, another is your upper limit. So here lower is 14.5, upper is your 19.5. Next is a magnitude of class interval. So magnitude of class interval means your size, you may say just take the difference between the upper limit and lower limit. Right? And next is your mid value or marks. So mid value you just, or class marks you say, suppose we have the interval 0 to 10. So we just take the mean of these 0 and 10, that is 5. So this 5 is called the mid value of that particular class. And class frequency. So class frequency, like in this example, this 12, I choose this class, this 12 is called the class frequency. Size of this, we take the difference, that is 5 is size. Midpoint, we just take the average of these two, that is called the midpoint. So we have one example. Suppose this is your data we have, and we are interested to write down the frequency distribution form of this data. By first is your inclusive method, taking 4 as the magnitude of the class interval. So kindly give your attention here. When you say the 4 as a magnitude, that means you include 4 points. So if you see, first of all, you can see what is the lowest value in your this interval. I think lowest value is your 10. And maximum value here is your 38. So we start with 10. So 10, you say size is 4, you may say 10 plus 4 is your 14. It should be 14, you may say. But inclusive class means we include all the number, lower number and upper number. So here we include 10, 11, 12, 13, and if you say 14, 14 are also included here. That means 5 numbers. So size should be 4 as per as the statement is concerned. So we write here 10 to 13. So if you see this look like you take the size 3, but actually size is 4 because it include 10 also, it include 13 also. So in your inclusive class, you just decrease this size by 1 unit and just add 10 plus 3 is 13. Similarly, next value is start from the 14. 14 plus 3 is 17. 18 plus 3 is 21. 22 plus 3 is 25. Like this way, you can form your class intervals. And now, hope so you know how we can go through with this tally mark. So just count the number from 10 to 13 in this. So we may count like 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5. So we have the 5 number here. So, okay. Similarly, you can count for this 14 to 13, 17, 18 to 21, and you just write down the frequency, and total sum of that frequency should be total data given to us. Right. Another is your exclusive form, and in your exclusive form, we not include the upper limit, right? So we just write here 10 plus 4 as given in this statement, right? So 4, 14, but 14 we not include in this, right? Keep in mind, please. 14, if occur here, we can include 14 in your lower case, not in this case, right? So similarly, if 10 to 14, 14 to 18, 18 to 22, so on, 34 to 38, right? Now, so we have here the another example, same, we may include like this also. Once you, once you form the inclusive class, you may write exclusive class separately, or you can convert this inclusive class into exclusive class by just, you see here the upper limit is 13, lower limit is 14. So difference between 13 and 14 is 1. We divide this by 2. So that is your 0.5. This is 0.5. So we just add 0.5 in lower limit. We add 0.5 in your upper limit, and we subtract 0.5 in your lower limit also, right? So if we do the same here, it is 13.5, 17.5, 21.5, 25.5, 29.5, 33.5, 37.5, so on. Similarly, we subtract from the lower limit 0.5. If we do the same, we get this one. So I'm just saying that you can write exclusive class separately, or you can convert inclusive into exclusive form, right? So